All right, it is September 29th, Tuesday, end of the month we go. The stock market, small caps are, just been on fire. Like we said about a week ago, they're coming back in style. Let's take a look at JE, Just Energy, garbage stock, 50 cents, total gap up here. Capped all the way up, 950, then fade it all the way down. It's a great short. If you got shares of this for a short it, yeah, it's like a $4 or $5 gain. Very simple chart, and a small bounce. APM, sometimes the move happens 4 a.m., 5. It depends where the move is. This was the big part of the move. It was very early. Then you had a small bounce. Little hammer here at 7. Draw your trend line, right over 8. You got to 14. So this is a good game. This is the 5 minute. So because you see this wick go up and then this red candle, you're out. Don't sit around like, how's it going to go up? Take what the move is. It's a short, very fast trade. It's not long lasting. So, that was the move there. Draw this line. See, it never really get over these trend lines if you draw a trend line there. So, it was a stranger day toast. CTIC moving late after hours. HUSA, this moved early too, 7:25 a.m. You had to move all the way up here to 4. Came back down to 250, then broke all the way up to 6. Now this one's a little bit tougher too. You did have this 3 range. See this? It held pretty good and then broke up. So you probably could use maybe your stop 250. So a little easier to judge on that. NOVS. This was at 8 after 8. This wasn't that bad. Looking here, 8 a.m. So over 275. You see this stacking, like this stacking. You might have took a shot there. But then look at that sliding board short. ADIL, one big candle, another, and then dumped sideways, came back down at 175 and took off late. So very strange moves today, like very spiky, like going up and down. Not very consistent moves or dip buying. Here's another one. Look at USEG. This is 705 analyst, all the way down. And then came back to 10, then all the way to 20. So, if you drew your line here, you got in here, maybe the breakout, that's not a bad move either. And then it's faded again. So they're very sharp moves. CEI, this is choppier. Nothing really good moves late. On a daily chart, called this the falling wedge. Got out of the wedge, it's going sideways. Once it's out, it could go below. But on these penny stocks, most of the time, once they go below, they will come up. And it's a 75, big volume here. And probably could test $1 roll. TRNQ, another one spiked up. Look at this. Fast move, and they came back down. INOD, GBR, SEAL. See all this gap that's racing up here on the daily. Nice move over 1. The $1 is such a key level in penny stocks. JFIN. And NZM over 2. JFU. The MRC, this isn't bad. This is right here. First big candle. You need the low right here, 1852. Remember I said keep your move 5 cents? Like if this is 1850, go 1855 because that's what they do. They brought it down to 52, not 50. They played in games. This one was a good long. Lux, CRDF. This is a broadening wedge. And this is a nice long too. Right over 1250. And then fade it down, but it was a solid game. BOC, AMPY, AXTI, going down the list here. KOLD, Pro Shares, Ultra Short, Natural Gas. Okay, this has been in a downtrend, came back, this 30 line coming back up now. It wasn't that long. The next CRBP. They said the drop, I think when their drugs failed. So you draw your line right here. Yeah, this came all the way down, all the way to 150, trying to come back up, test this 250. And it's looking more bullish, like this could come up here and test this. At least that bottom of the gap. Givo, another late move. PEIX, this has been on a run. Pacific ethanol, look at this. Yeah, dip, came back up. So that's a strong move there. ENG, IMBO, getting way down the list here. SRNE. Yeah, this is the falling wedge. See this? But this one went down. It was a full fake out, and then we came back up. What is this? AWH. Baser. All right, so that's the moves today. You know, we had 286%, 139, 124, 100, 95%. So penny stocks are back. And the whole leaderboard's pretty much, you know, under 12, 10. I see very few, like 39, 21. So penny stocks really crushed today. They were your leaders. All right, the SPY finished, or Dow Jones minus 131, S&P minus 16, NASDAQ minus 32, small caps minus 3, VIX 2627. Commodities gold was 1903, finished plus 2075. Silver 2435, crude 3910, down 3.69%. Yeah, crude's really stuck. It's really not going anywhere. All right, here's the SPY. This is the big chart. Here's the move. You moved up. All the moving averages above, trying to get above, was a fake. Couldn't do it. Came back down again. Now here we are, that 50-day. Is the 50-day going to be a resistance? Yes, and it was. You know, today we fell. Now where are we going here? Is this another leg down back to the 100? We're going to be caught in between, then fake down or just go back down. Yeah, it's very hard to determine these moves right now. Once we had to move down here, you could figure we're going down some. So we're caught between the 50 and 100. You know, is the next few days going to go down here? We're going to break above that. You know, the weekly is caught in between this 13 or the 5-day and the 9-day. Right at that like 50 line. That's an important line on stochastics because this always wants to hold that and go up if it's strong. If it goes below that, usually go under 30. There's the 4-hour. 4-hour, we're getting overextended again. So you can see where we're at here. So yeah, it's up in the air. We'll see what tonight, the debate, everything, coronavirus is still raging. Not a lot of good news. Disney just laid off like 28,000 people. So, you know, there's your line. If we get over the 50-day, I don't see why we can't even go up slowly up, but we'll see what happens there. So that was the key move. NASDAQ's just above the 50. NASDAQ looks more bullish. Yeah, the cross right here. Looks like it changes direction cross, but we'll see. Top to 150. Elliott wave crossed over. So this has to stay above the 50. And then, you know, all these moving averages here. So we'll see what that does. Dow Jones. Move right here, move right here. And there's your 50. We're caught in that 52. It's going to go up here, now back down. See the weekly, the 4-hour. There's your 100-day. The VIX. Yeah, the VIX has the 200 right here. There's your 50-day. So this, I think this is going to go back and forth between 25 and almost 30 right here. Look at this, back and forth. Getting very oversold. The weekly. Here's the 4-hour right here. Yeah, so there's your lines. You can see if we go over under, you know what's going to happen. UVXY, there's your 50-day crossing down. Yeah, this looks like wants to test back to like 18. There's your weekly, there's your 4-hour on that. SPXL, you can see that caught between the 50 and the 200. There's UDAL. Yeah, there's FAS. It's got the 100-day right here. There's DFEN. Battling all these moving averages. So a lot of sideways chop. Then just trying to get over here. And this long tail moving averages off here. We'll see if that can break up. Yeah, their stocks all breaking way above its 50 now. Yeah, it's made a strong move from 210 all the way to 250. So that's looking more bullish on Soxel. TQQQ, it's right at that 50-day. It's trying to get over 130, but can it do it? Looks like it wants to cross on MACD histogram. I'm looking for other stocks here. Let's just look around. NKTR. This is getting crushed. If you draw this down right here, and it looks like a channel now. See here, came to this side, bounced up, bounced down. It's at a 3, so this could bounce here. I would look for a bounce soon. It's really crushed. Here's ODT. You can see back and forth. The trend line right here. So it's at a failed drug too, back and forth, trying to come up here. And we'd like this to come up all the way to 25 eventually. We'll see what happens with that. Good potential though. Smith & Wesson, SWBI, trying to hold this 1462, went up. Now it looks like a reverse U. And you like this to hold. You don't want this to go down more. JMI broke this wedge. Actually, volume looks good here. See this volume? It's above. It's what is that, 9 million today. Yeah, so this is trying to go up now. We'll see if this can continue. It looks good there, though. It looks like good potential. Good potential on that. Now, OPK we've been talking about too. Look at this 3. This is complete sideways. When you see a stock hold this long, it's either going to break out or, of course, break down eventually. And when they held this long, it broke out. Held that 3 line. Look at that 3 line hold. Today was a really good move. Right to 325. Not the biggest gains. This doesn't move really like that, but that's a solid gain. All right, cruise lines. Here's Cock. Yeah, 1250, that 13 line. Still, it's at a 35 now. Remember, it needs a swing. You're going to play probably under 20 to 80. So, here to here to here, move to here, here, and here. And, this one, we're waiting for that 80 move. I mean, it could go back down in this, but it's already been down. So even if it goes back down here, it's going to bounce again probably. HA doing nothing. Win. This is oversold too, but this came back the market. So it's very choppy now. See, we had the move down here. Like this is one move, then it came back. And this is like a double bottom that came up. So we're not getting, this is a good move. This is a move down. So we're trying to find a pattern here, and the market's been like stuck here. A lot of chop and nothing great really for swing trading. There's Sava. Volume's dropped off compared to the other days. So you can see that move. Some tech, Apple. Came out of this wedge. There's a cross, change of direction. Now we're going to come back down again. So, nothing great doing right now. Let's take a look at former runners, SPI. This is 1 day. 347 million. Look at this wick. Came back down. Well, came up, came back down hard, coming back. Look at the volume drop off. Now these are total pumps. This could come back here, make another move. Usually it's move higher, but then it's continually going lower. So PLL is going down too. Second day. SUNW going down. It's caught in between that 2. Maybe that 2 will hold. AMBO, not a bad day here. CBAT coming back to life. There's ADIL to move up. OXBR coming down. You see the volume today. Most of these, after 1 day, they'll come back to life. Not all the time, but probably most of the time, probably 75% of the time. There's PEC. Only thing with PEC, the low is getting higher. See this? The low is getting higher. And the volume, see on the down days, look at this. The up days are much stronger, so that looks like good potential. There's Pola. Back and forth on that. There's U1, we call this too. Look at a sideways move. Sideways, 334, went up. This was actually a higher volume when that down there. It's odd. Did go up to 7 and came back today, moved up. This is a good long. Once you get to determine this channel right here, see this? And like, okay, what's it doing? You have your 550, little hammer there. And 531, then it starts to go up. Now you really got to look at a chart and see what it's doing exactly, like how it's playing out. Give it some time. So there's U1. So, the market's chop. Are we going up? Are we going back down? And here's my stockcharts.com. You can see good on this. So you can see here, there's the 50-day crossing. We try to get above it. We tried, nope. So if we go back down, we're going to 319 again. Then we're caught in between. Then what do? We breaking down to 307. We're going to come back down here again and break up. So, 50 days big here, this 335 level. You can see here we're oversold on money flow. We didn't go under, came pretty close. RSI didn't go under 30. That's the problem. I want this under 30. You want to clear oversold. That didn't happen. MACD's decreasing. Stochastics went up at 54, so it's been strong. And CCI has been decently strong, got up close to 0. So, right now that's the level. So you're 335, 319. We're going to break up or break down. That is the question. We'll have to see what news comes out. What's next here in the market, what market news comes out. And as far as, like I said, the penny stocks have been hot. They've been hot for the last, what about 3 weeks now? Ever since we switched, like midway through September last, maybe 2 weeks, they've been extremely hot, these penny stocks. And they're, giving good gains, way over 100%, 60, 90. So very good at this point. All right, so that's it. Let me see OSER. Yeah, I don't like this stock. When this was oversold to, I'm like, you can get in this. This will ride out, and it did. I didn't know it'll do that. Then you gap down. If you were holding here, or if you held here, you're still all right, but look at that. That's when you got to take profits. Once it's going to move probably to the high or near the high, just get out. You're holding here, then you lost a chunk if you bought down here, still up. But then this came to this, then back down again. Now we're coming out. I don't trust this stock at all. Very, after these moves are pretty normal, and this, now it's getting really weird. Too many gap downs, and I don't trust this stock like that. Look at GNUS holding one. It's holding one the whole time. This has got to come up. What's the stochastic? Look at it. It's riding up slowly. It's a divergence. You see that coming up? And I think a bigger move is going to happen with that. There's GoGo holding 9. It really, on this, it held, just above 850. Some oil. Oil's not doing good. Oxy. See, we had a breakout. It was a fake breakout right there. Yes, we're going up. We caught a little move, and then look, back down we go. This is at that critical 10 level. APA, that's Apache. They're getting crushed. Oil. Oil's still struggling because there's not a lot of use right now of flying, cruise ships, gas. So, oil's still no good at this point. We're not getting over that 40 level, rising at least to 50, 60. It's not happening. Airlines are not good. Oil's not good. Cruise, it's not good either. What are some other, Devon Energy here. WPX. There's MRO. So tightening wedge here. This might break up. Loans, a penny stock, TAT. There's PED. USEG, BRN. So, oil looks terrible right now. Here's the ROI. Remember I said this got above 60, this never does. This has been its best move in a while. So that was a great run from 44 to almost 70 right now. Here's SCO. This is short crude. Yeah, this might test this This 20 level right here. BLNK, this might come up. Looks like it wants to test back up. On this higher too. That line. Electric vehicles been hot. There's FUV. NEO. Yeah, NEO's a huge move up here. Today was a very large move. Yeah, Nikola. Nikola, of course, their CEO resigned, and then he had charges against him of sexual harassment or something happened. So this stock has been, it looks like a fraud. You know, a lot of these stocks, these IPOs and stuff, you don't really know. You see this run up. You know, the smart money's making money on the front side here. They know, yeah, how this is running here. Like, you don't know long term what these stocks are going to do. And then look at this, crash, break up a little bit here, and then fade it back down. So, you know, a lot of these are looking like total frauds or pumps. They're pumps by CNBC pumping them, you know, whoever, news outlet or social media. And look at Tilray. This thing went as high as 300 back in September of 2018. Came all the way back down. Now it's at $4. Really? You know, BYND's actually doing something. Yeah, meat. Stuff like a fraud too. Or not a fraud, but they pumped it too much. Yeah, this is come all the way back to 165, so not bad. See carb right here. This needs to get over 8 level. All right, so that's it. So a lot to be determined in the market. And that's it for now. Please subscribe and like. And we are out. Peace.